Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. I love them broken. I love him now.
Baby, go love me now, 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 never. Hey, I want you to hold me down, 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 down forever.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new then just welcome. I'm Gabrielle Morgan. I cover everything Bachelor except for Jared and Ashley right now because I'm kind of over them, kind of obsessed with them. I'm just trying to figure out where I am in their life or where they are in my life. I'm not anywhere in their life because they don't know or care about me. But yes, it's Bachelorette season, also known as my favorite season, and we're on week 3. Week trace. I'm real good at Spanish. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that yet, but I'm super good at it. So we start off with the group date that has Wills, Jason, Jordan, David, and Colton. He's kind of pretty important for this group date here. And for this group date, some of Becca's friends joined in, also known as the sorority sisters that she met on her season of The Bachelor, which was Becca M, Cien, oh my god, my precious Cien, Caroline, and Kendall, and Tia, who is also, you see where I'm going with this? Colton and Tia, do you see? Yeah, you're about to. So Becca let the girls know what they were going to be doing and some of the guys that were going to be on the date, and she mentioned Colton. And once she mentioned Colton, you could just see Tia's face just go white. Like, she looked like she saw a ghost. Ghost of girlfriends, ghost of boyfriends. There are ghosts involved, and Tia is a victim of these terrible spirits. I felt for Tia, like she was just blindsided by this. Like, producers didn't tell her, like, hey, heads up, your ex is here. Just to let you know, they really did her dirty with that one. And when the guys walked in and Colton saw Tia there, it was just so awkward to watch. I mean, I felt super uncomfortable, especially for Tia. I guess because I can just sympathize with her because she's a girl. I don't know. But it was just weird. And of course, like Colton always does, he's just smiling the entire time. What is with this dude and smiling? You could tell him that his dog got ran over by an 18-wheeler and he just smile. Just cause he can't smile, and his smile is beautiful. Maybe he's onto something. Maybe he knows that his smile makes the world a better place. I think Colton's super cute, so he can smile all he wants. I don't care, but I mean, it's real sketch, I must say. So on the date, it was just like a pampering date for the girls, and the guys just like waited on them hand and foot. Literally, they're doing their like nails, they're doing their toenails, giving them massages and feet massages. I mean, that sounds like a pretty cool date. How come none of my friends date guys that are willing to touch my feet? I would enjoy that. So Tia and Becca went aside to like talk about the whole Colton thing, and Tia let her know that her and Colton only kissed. I mean, honestly, if we're being honest here, even if Colton's intentions were not in the right place, I don't know what I'm saying. Even if he had bad intentions, who cares? They only kiss. Like, does that even count? Like, they didn't actually date. They only kissed. I mean, I was on like the whole Becca being hurt side about this thing. But now I kind of don't care. Who cares? The guy barely dated her. Like, honestly. So, I don't know. I just don't think it's as dramatic as it could have been now. I'm just kind of bored with it. So, apparently, Colton had told Tia beforehand that he was applying for The Bachelorette. And I mean, she said that they're better off as friends. I mean, that's what I got from it. Am I missing pieces? He said he was going to apply for The Bachelorette, And she was like, okay, we live in different cities, so like this won't work out anymore. Like I was just confused. The whole thing, it was made out to seem so much juicier than it actually was. So I'm just upset that I've invested this much time. Of course, there's this idea that perhaps he was just with Tia so that he could get like a head start on being a contestant on The Bachelorette. But I mean, I don't see how, I don't know why he would do that. People have done that in the past and it just hasn't worked out. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of it. At the end of the conversation, Tia basically said that she hopes that Colton is here for Becca, and I mean, I guess she just pretty much gave her blessing, so chapter closed. It's over. Let's move on to something else, please. Please, she acts nicely. So we get to the later part of the group date, and Becca lets Jason know that she has a crush on him, even though before, during the pampering part, she had completely forgotten his name. So that's real questionable. But she says she had a super big crush on him, which I get, because I think he's super cute. He reminds me of like a Disney, like an ex Disney actor, like as a child. And I'm like kind of into that. A little bit. I think that Jason's super cute, so hopefully he sticks around. Fingers crossed. I think I would love to see him do the little, you know, the Disney mouse channel symbol. That would really make my entire life. So with the guys, news had gotten out that Jordan had 400 matches on Tinder, and with a 100% success rate. I don't know what to say to this guy anymore. No, he admitted to it. He admitted that it was true, I guess. I don't know. I was going to fact check that. And it really made David upset. Now, I don't know why. I think David still has issues from last time at the rose ceremony during the cocktail hour part when Jordan had taken Becca away from him while wearing nothing but his boxers. But I mean, David is just, he is an angry chicken when it comes to Jordan and like super obsessed with him. It's like, David, relax. Eat some eggs. Oh wait, no, those are your children. Don't eat eggs. So David then goes to talk to Becca and lets her know about Jordan's 400 Tinder matches, and she seems kind of like, she seems slightly annoyed by it, but not like the world's ending. And she, after the conversation, actually went to Jordan and was like, oh, 400 matches, high five. And he actually high-fived her. Hey, everyone do it. Just do what you want. I wouldn't have done that personally. But she said that she really wasn't upset, and it was a jokey high five or whatever. But 400 matches, that's a lot of matches. And he said that he's very selective with the women that he swipes on, which doesn't make any sense. How are you super selective, yet you have matched with 400 women? Like, that doesn't make your case better at all. In fact, it makes it worse, but I can't reason with this guy. You guys know I love Jordan. I think he's so funny and weird and strange and perfect and good TV. So, hey, do your thing, Jordan. Do your thing. Becca also talked with Colton and let him know that she's ready to be with him. You know, after she got Tia's blessing, of course. She's ready to be with him and just move past all this drama, and ended up giving him the group date rose. So, you know, not many people can come back like that. Not many people have a good comeback story like Colton. I don't know what it is about that guy. I don't know if it's his smile or his smile, but I mean, honestly, at this point, I think you just get away with murder and just be okay with it. Like I said, to me, it wasn't that big of a deal, but whatever amount of deal it was to Becca, she got over it. So, good job, Colton. You did it. You got away with murder again. So the one-on-one date ended up going to Chris, who I like very much. They ended up going to Capitol Records, and there they met Richard Marx, the "I'll be right here waiting for you" guy. We got to hear Becca sing. It was awful. Like, I think Becca's super cute. I think she's super funny and a good time. Cannot sing though. That is one of her downfalls. Hey, we can't have it all. And she definitely does not have the vocals to do anything besides talk. And on this date, they were going to write a love song to each other. Even though they just met each other, they're gonna write a love song. But that's okay, because I love stuff like that. I love moving too fast. Yeah! I really do love moving too fast. Watching it, not living it. Dear God, no. Chris really struggled with writing the love song. He did persevere, and he wrote the love song. It was beautiful. And on the later dinner part of the date, we found out that it was because he was afraid of being vulnerable, because his parents got divorced and his father left and never came back. That's so sad. Recently, he actually had written a letter to his father, just like putting everything out there and like letting him know how he felt, and I guess maybe a relationship that could potentially happen between them, and he just never got a letter back. Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. I love them broken. I love him now. So basically, he's just like super afraid of rejection, so it makes it really hard for him to open up. And you know, Becca just completely sopped all of that in. Is that how you say it? Sopped it all in? Sopped it all up? She took it all in, and you know, I think she got a little bit emotional, and of course she gave him the rose. Like, she can't reject him after hearing about how he's been rejected. So that's a good strategy. Really good, actually. And right after their meal, they went into the next room, and there's Richard Marx again. I don't know if he's stalking them or not, but he's right there in the same building as they are. And he starts playing some music, and they start slow dancing to it. And you know what? It kind of got me in my feelings. He was like kissing her cheek and everything, and I was just like crying inside. But tears of joy. Not tears of loneliness, just tears of joy and like a little bit loneliness. So back at the house, we see the super dramatic scene of David getting carried away on a stretcher into an ambulance, and there's like blood stains all over the floor, and like there's blood that's like on a towel that's being mopped up. I mean, it's super gross, like that's for sure. And like everyone's freaking out and nervous and scared, and Jordan's just like chilling on the couch, and everyone's just like, "What did you do?" And by everyone, I mean I'm like, "What did you do?" Jordan, you can't get kicked off this early. So okay, we find out that Jordan didn't do anything, and David did it to himself. He said he was used to sleeping on a king-sized bed. So when he rolled over on his twin-sized bunk bed, he just rolled onto the floor, face first. And he broke his nose, like completely busted it up here. I assume, because there was blood everywhere. Like, holy cow. This is why I don't trust bunk beds. Like, never, ever. If I'm on a bunk bed, I'm on the bottom bunk, okay? I'd rather take my chances with like the top bunk falling through on me and killing me than be on the top bunk and fall flat on my face and break my nose. For being honest, it's honestly because I'm afraid of stepping down on the ladder. I'm terrified of it. I hate it so much. Yeah, Jordan didn't do anything to David. David did everything to himself. And Becca called him like, "Hey, like, what happened?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just like, I'm okay. Like, my ego is hurt." He didn't say that, but I assume that's what he said. That's just super embarrassing. Moving onwards, on the second group date, you know what? It's too many guys still, so I can't keep track of who's going on this date. But I think basically everyone but that one blonde guy that's cute. They're all cute, but you know the blonde one. I think there's only like really one blonde guy, so him. And on this group date, they're playing football, which is awesome because Clay's on the group date. And Clay's a professional football player. Wow, what a coincidence. How lucky. Cool. If nothing else I took away from this group date is that Lincoln is garbage when it comes to football. He's not good at it. He is from England, so that's probably why he sucks at it so bad. So bad. You know, football can be really tricky. Like, I'm American. Like, I've been an American my whole life, and I don't understand football at all. I'm just there for the buns. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I was there for last night, looking at Clay and those buns of steel. I mean, so round, and I just want to sleep, like, in between the cheeks. This is getting weird. But no, he had a nice butt, though. So, as expected, Clay was a beast on the field, which he should. I mean, that's his job. Like, I expect nothing less. He was super good, and they were tied at the end, and he took it upon himself to the last play. It looks like he did it all by himself, and at the end of it, he hurt his wrist really bad. So bad that he actually had to be taken away into an ambulance. You know, I am noticing a recurring theme on these group dates. People just keep getting hurt. Come on, Becca, choose safer group activities. Well, yeah, choose safer group activities and safer bunk bed heights. That's very important. At the later part of the date, Clay came back in a sling, all super hurt puppy mode. And, you know, she talked to him and things like that. I'm not sure what they talked about. I was just kind of looking at his sling the whole time, like, poor thing. Poor guy. She ends up giving him the group rose, which she should. The man broke his wrist for you. If she didn't give it to him, I would have been super confused, and I would have just suggested that he leave now before he gets hurt even more. During the rose ceremony, you know, Clay finds out that he has to get surgery in order for his wrist to, I guess, go back to normal and heal properly. And he's like really like battling it out in his head, like, does he want to stay here and like see where things go with Becca, or does he want to go back home and fix his wrist, which also pays the bills because it's his livelihood, because he plays a sport that involves heavy wrist action. And it's like, yeah, dude, I get it. It's a dilemma, that's for sure. I totally get it. Really racking in your head, huh? So of course he chooses to go home. Thank God he didn't get a concussion and like stay. And he tells Becca that he has to go. He's really upset about it. Becca's upset about it. She's even crying. That was unexpected. I didn't think she liked him that much for her to cry. So yeah, that was how it ended basically. Next episode we didn't even get to finish the rose ceremony. I'm so upset. Who went home? I like all of them, so I'm gonna be hurt if anyone goes home, honestly. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Not at all. But on the next episode, we see David come back, and you just like see like interviews of like Jordan just like roasting him, saying that he looks hideous and things like that. And like, oh dear God, like what does this chicken look like now? Oh my, and like in the promo, you can't even see his face. It's blurred out. He looks like a sim that's naked. Like his face. Gosh. But yeah, next week we have to wait to see who went home, and we have to see what sort of creature they've turned David into now that his nose is broken. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a real simple episode. Just a lot of injuries. Just a lot of injuries happened in this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, you should subscribe. Like the video, comment. I love to reply to comments. I love to have conversations with people. Have a conversation with me. I'm a good time. I think. I don't know. Now I'm feeling insecure about it. Cool. Great, you guys. Thanks for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And I'll be seeing David next week. So that should be interesting. Okay, have a nice time. What? I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!